set to go, that's set to go. Hope everybody has had a good Thursday, almost at the weekend. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Did all of the TLC vendor buying and whatnot yesterday, so we can just get to actually enjoying the game. But again, hope everybody's doing alright. Can actually see and reply to things now. Was officially able to craft the first elixirs of Cloud Giant strength. So that is, that's gonna make Buffy extra fun. Extra fun. Okay. Fourth season of that coming, I read. May actually start that tonight after the stream.
This place gives me the creeps.
Alright. Breaking it down, we'll be able to craft more elixirs of Cloud Giant strength, especially after the next two rests, so we're just gonna go ahead and activate that one. Buffy now swings for 46 to 62 for her bonus action. Stun Strike swings for 23 to 31. Hey, stranger. Welcome, welcome. So I just gave Buffy the Elixir of Cloud Giant Strength that I put together last night. She's now swinging for up to 62 with her flurry. So that's fun.
It ain't pretty, but it can take a
Chihiro wants to know about supplies when we make it home.
Okay, so we've Mythic. We've triggered Astarian Scene that we were trying to get to happen. Right? Or was it a romance scene? I mean, some form of combat's always welcome to me. I really enjoy the combat portion of this game. You got one more for Astarian. Okay.
It's for a good cause.
Our asses.
What do I need to go do, and what do I need to get set to trigger before I do the urge or go talk to Isabel? Because I think I'm ready to kick that whole thing into gear. Yes, we left the Shadowland.
Donkety ding! You ruin everything! Anything you want to say?
Dolly, 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 won't you save me from my folly?
Anytime, babe.
Okay. Oh shit, things just
Minster's not around.
died
So might as
immediately.
well.
Would be safe to do a partial long rest? As a partial long rest is going to get rid of my my elixirs, isn't it? Honestly, the partial long rests, I'm still getting used to how that impacts everything else. I didn't really pay attention to it the last time. Okay. We'll go find something to beat to a pulp then. I could beat Moonrise Towers to a bloody pulp. And I will. I definitely will, but not quite yet. Every time I see a House of Healing, the Zeppelin line, the houses of the holy, always come to mind.
What a day. Hardly a challenge.
I have not dealt with the other Thorm children.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
So there's still the toll collector. And then... oh god. Giant drinking man. Shadar Kai's quest. Why am I drawing a blank on Shadar Kai? Should be able to jump down onto that.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Shadar Kai's quest. He who was. Right. With the raven that loves to talk shit. Got it.
Tread lightly.
Yep, still have to do him. Right.
Very, very quiet.
Can do him as well.
Unseen and unsightly.
Phasers can't hide.
All is ash and meat. Just out of view.
Oakfather's blessings.
Lots of
Over I
random
go.
combat. When it boils right down to it, there is a lot of fun combat stuff to do.
Down I go.
They're all gonna be out of range. Didn't think about that.
How unseemly.
Gale with his usual talking of shit with sneaking. Alright. To the Wraith.
Really? Now.
Yes, really now.
How much longer will this take?
Into the bloody fray!
Haven't cleaned out the critters yet, no. Not yet, I haven't.
Time to kill.
Isn't it awful?
Unleash me.
My wife likes to make that sound.
Sylvanas, guide my
She knows
blows.
that I absolutely hate it. That is totally a thing. Where the hell is it? Oh, surely I can just move it. Can't I? Aha, yeah, see?
Enemies abound.
Hey, Turfing. Welcome.
Never
How you
a dull
doing, buddy?
moment. Should get started.
Wrecked. Absolutely. Oh. Oh, Astarian, would you be so kind? Thanks. Went to go see that movie and someone I knew thought it would be a good idea to sneak up behind me while I would. No. Yep. That's the right reaction to that. Hear that sound after seeing that movie. Lucky getting punched in the face is all that happened. Yeah, that's an awful
Shouldn't have
sound.
wished to live in more interesting
It's a good
times.
movie. But actually, speaking of Buffy and Sarah Michelle Gellar, that's I forget that Sarah was the protagonist in that movie. Pretty sure. The Ring and The Grudge are both good. Prometheus just got greenlit for a sequel. Or not Prometheus, Romulus. I say that every time. I think it's the most, or the highest grossing alien film so far. It's either so far or just behind the first one. Hey, hey!
Something
you
good
doing?
here, I hope.
That's curious.
Indeed it is. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you. Just finished wrecking everything that is undead and standing outside this door. Actually, should we? Yeah, we should probably short rest. But we can have Will do that for us. Baldur's Gate 3 indeed. It's usually the primary stream.
I'm up for the challenge. You've ready and wet.
Starring will hang out for all of 10 seconds.
Sharp as ever.
Please play.
Awake and alert.
Cool.
How many
Appreciate
die
it.
today? How many die tomorrow?
Yes, darling. Perhaps if you lost a ex.
Alright, and key has been restored. The add-on next to Gale is an Azer. One of the minor elementals. So So you can summon the 2 flying mud methods, the 2 flying ice methods, or a single Azer. And this is the Azer. Notice. A reminder, sisters, do not forget that patients passing through these hollowed halls must needs be stripped of such frivolous items as jewelry, timepieces, and extraneous gold mounts. These burdens can be safely stored in the vault behind the hidden wall, that they not confuse matters between ourselves and Kethric's justiciars. We'd like to avoid misunderstandings, if possible. Really? You haven't fucked with summons? Oh. You want to talk about breaking the game in your favor? Even more so than it can already be broken? Summons can make or break everything. Hell, it's usually for me a general policy to go at every major boss in Act 3 with a whole squad of summons for every character.
Hello, you.
Whoa.
At the ready.
I had a really, really proud Midwestern dad moment yesterday.
How delicious.
Lucas gave his first and then did it twice more, because that's one of my things. Getting the OP mace of the... I'm trying to think of if I'm thinking of the right one. Mace of the Diva. Jeez, I'm getting there. Oh, where the, you summon the Diva and then you're able to pull the weapon that they use off of them. I have no idea if they patched that or not.
From the shadows.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, just gonna be caught in mid-thing right there.
A wizard, not a cat burglar.
Shut up, Gale.
That way.
My pleasure.
You said you killed Raphael in Act 1 for the experience, but then didn't get the Helldusk armor. Someone in the BG3DOS2 group was mashing up Ted Lasso and the gang. Wonderful.
Let's not get caught off guard. A knife in the
Alright,
dark.
get in there, Buffy.
What is to be done?
Looks for the Colossus, Bear.
So be it.
Well, hello.
No.
A fool's
That wasn't the
thought
button
of
I
me.
wanted to hit. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating.
Behold the dance of death.
So enthusiastic about death and everything like that lately. I imagine that's very much on purpose.
Death is but a word away.
Path is interrupting my ass.
Let none stand in our way. Must keep going.
That elixir of the Colossus really makes or breaks just how big Halsin can get. Damn, and knocked prone.
I speak, they burn.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Alright, Buffy, do your bit. Wow, that was rough.
always be
That was
a
really rough right there. Turned a greater zombie into a sheep. Because reasons.
Delicious.
Oak Father, harden my heart.
And it's a sheep. Just don't know what the fuck to do.
The lance board is set. Shall we dance?
Blood comes easy these days.
Oh, this fucking poison cloud. Although, don't they all
Strange. The
have...
dust on the leftmost door has been wiped clean.
They all have protection from poison. How do you fail a save on that? Like, you really just shouldn't be.
Trust no one.
Gale's fine there.
Still in control.
Let
Just
Buffy hang
What
out
comes
with him.
now?
And sit just outside there.
I have
So they
such
don't
a
have to
headache.
continue to roll poison checks, even though they shouldn't be, for any reason.
Simple.
That's curious.
Surgeon's research notes. I discovered all too late that I was making things much harder on myself than necessary. There was no need for such complex chemical experimentation. No, foolish me. I ought to have turned to that which has already been perfected by nature. Fortunately, my research led me to the carapace of the carrion crawler, which contains a paralytic agent so powerful I must be quite cautious not to breathe it in during the refinement process, lest I fall asleep at my workbench. Hippocratic no more. What oath? Tissue and organ register. Unidentified human skeletal remains only. Cremation. Arcane origin. Delivered in urn. The list goes on. The final entry includes an extensive note inked in a flowing script. Ketherick promised the finest of specimens, yet Balthazar provides naught but dregs for my research. A spleen here, a finger there, an intact head if I'm lucky. That bloody necromancer has kept the finest cadavers for himself. I will talk to my nephew. Whether he listens is another matter.
Is that blood on the shelves? Probably cold and congealed. Oof.
Yeah, nothing that you're gonna want to drink off the walls, Astarion. Blood bank log. Blood and bodily fluid log. Addendum the first. It is no longer necessary to log names, race, or creature type is sufficient. MT. Addendum the second. You will use either the term donor or vessel when describing a source of extraction. Victim is an ugly and inaccurate word. Name redacted. Half-elf farmer. Extremity amputation was the cause of death. Extraction fluid, blood, so on and so forth. And that dumped in the canal. Anyway, the list continues for many pages.
Quite the list of characters, but hardly my taste.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that there's nothing in any of those blood banks.
Watch your back.
That's what I figured.
Should be easy.
Natural 20. Eversight ring. Blind immunity. The wearer cannot be blinded. One of the relics of Deep Dwera's rebellious children. Paranoid by nature, Dwera had erected a vast array of biting, blasting, blinding traps and safeguards to keep her enemies from gaining her sanctum. A Of course, this also meant her children were sealed in with her by those same deadly measures. Sorry, can't leave. Did I pull the lever? Ah. Doesn't open that. Doesn't open that. What does that lever even fucking do? Levers, pulling levers. Is it one lever that does fuck all? The pouches have a lot in common with the pots, just enough in them to make you check while almost always being empty. Yep. And just enough and just as many that you need to feel like you're missing out if you don't actually loot them all. They did that on purpose. How did you get through? Come on.
I am ready.
Yeah, you might be ready, but I doubt you're actually gonna make it through that doorway. Finds candle.
The air is ripe with magic.
Finds dagger. Celebrates. Oh shit! Forgot.
Keep a blade close.
Got the room over here. Starian, stop failing your check. Or did, protection from poison. Advantage on saving throws. Okay, so it doesn't actually completely remove the chance. A dead Harper. Necrotic Laboratory Spare Key. May have been useful to have that before. Olam's Journal. A chilling account of an Asimar Harper's final 10 days in the Cursed Lands. Day 2 of Darkness. I stood calm as Ketherick uttered his final curse and then withered. As my fellow Harpers dragged his putrid corpse from the battlefield, I allowed myself to feel relief, even solace. A wrong had been righted, an evil thwarted. Victory had come, but I had yet to know its true cost. The darkness shrouded the land like a vast cloak. It began as a chill, as if the claw of winter had gripped us. Within hours, every breath was a dagger piercing my throat. I hungered for air like a wolf hungers for meat, yet I could still get my fill thanks to my armor. Would that the men and women of Wraithwind had been so well equipped. One by one they fell, only to arise as shadows of themselves, intent on extinguishing all light and all life. The shadows hang less heavy in this place. It still takes some effort to fill my lungs, but better to expend effort than to unite with darkness. My traps should keep me safe, or at least safe enough. Day 5 of darkness. The shadows ebb and wane. The torch flame is sometimes enough to burn them away, but no light can dispel the deepest of them. I called my familiar Corvin to my side, but he could scarcely take wing. Tomorrow I search, and not just for food and drink. I might find a scroll or an artifact or an arcane focus that can ward off this curse. Perhaps I might even find another survivor. So a whopping 13 days later, day 18 of darkness. It's a particular loneliness in these shadows. Corvin shows great affection when I call him, even as he suffers. Those few minutes are at least some comfort for us both. It is remarkably still in here, and even stiller out there. I have found a few scrolls and books near the House of Healing, as well as some scattered artifacts, but they hold nothing for me. The only answers call out from within the house itself, where I dare not enter. I hear the moans of the anguished and the shouts of the cruel. There are those who would make their home in the shadows, but I am no less alone for them. Day 26 of darkness. I called on Corvin yet again, but I cannot bear his torment, nor can I bear my own. Gray has turned almost to black, and the air might as well be molasses or tar, so hard as it is to choke down. All beings should walk free of fear, I was taught. Oh, if only I were granted such a fine fate. What an awful way to die.
With pleasure.
Bided time. Time thoroughly bided. The wearer gains arcane charge whenever they are hit by a melee attack. Revenge is best served. Hot or cold, it makes no difference. Mr. Freeze would disagree with that. Tonight's forecast, a freeze is coming. Allow me to break the ice. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Anyway.
Must lug my guts through this hell. My hands lift.
Made a what? Where the actual fuck do you... Anyway, Gale needs to take a moment to catch up.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Despite everything, indeed. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Welcome, Moonbilge. I did that to the wrong thing just then. That's not actually what I wanted to do.
Seek and you shall find me.
Oh well.
Never a dull moment.
Alright.
I'll feel that one later.
The Oak Father's work is never done.
Was that the owl bear? Or Halsin? Making that sound?
I'm sure.
Oak Father, watch over your servant.
Keep your distance, darling.
Oh dear.
way to the nearest life.
He's gonna die. He's totally gonna die.
Gnome's life for me.
I've got a long road ahead.
Thank God Featherfall's still
Much to
active.
do.
Wait, is Gale still? Wow, look at Gale splinter celling down and not getting seen. Then burned by acid. Anyway.
We shall prevail.
Alright, it's Astarion.
Let's have some fun.
Burn off sharpshooter at least.
Let's get this over with.
Fuck. There we go. Lurking in between pizza and cake. Ah, yes. It is Moon Bilge's birthday. So happy birthday, buddy.
Time for a cup.
Can I Misty Step? What kind of cake you got? I'm always partial to ice cream cake myself. It's tradition for my birthday. Immune to oh, right. Wearing a ring. And you're also wearing things that don't actually... Oh god, he's still wearing the Gloves of Thievery, which means he has a dex of 10.
I shall not yield.
Not smart. Really, really not smart.
Swords meet sorcery.
Let's spend some
Whose turn? I really don't understand what's going on at the moment. Are they just taking forever to do their turn? Ow. I'm not Halsin. I'm Gale. Fuck! Get your shit together, Michael. Fucking hell.
Unleash me.
Alright, well, it's also Buffy's turn. Wait. She can do nothing. Why can't she do anything? Shit. Usually always have German chocolate cake. Nice. Choco cream, cheese icing, and Oreo cream icing in the middle. A break from the coconut bits. That's kind of you.
Mistra Rill.
Oh god. This is just not This is not good.
Enemies afoot.
There's blood in the air.
Alright, Astarion. Yep, going to actually spend the turn doing that to risk it. That's something. Okay. When my dad was still alive, he would make German black forest cake with cherries. Layered cherries for my birthday. You ever had German black forest cake?
Where do I go from here?
Alright. Not gonna topple and ooze. They have no life.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Nice.
The dance macabre.
Something our wives definitely have in common then. Does your wife at least eat whatever it is that she bakes? Because that's something that my wife does not. It always puzzles me. She's really good at... She's the best baker that I have ever met.
It's better than none.
Ran her own small business bakery for a while when we first started dating. I would be her delivery driver on the weekends. Cannot use it right now because Halsin, the giant owl bear, is busy crawling up and down. Unless she's on a sugar break. I don't really understand why my wife doesn't. It's always puzzled me. My wife knows how good her baking is and has to have some. Buffy's on top.
No time to rest.
Alright. So we're coming out by the fish people, I believe. She really does. That's definitely one of her things.
Something smells tasty.
Alright, let's swap your gear a little bit here. Everett's black tentacles, that's right.
I can't waste any more time.
I shall avoid every case.
I feel like Halsin needs to be a barbarian.
Should have worn better.
Just needs to be a thing. Oh, she did not succeed. Okay. Oh, how did I do this? I know that they're there.
Just like old times.
Let's get this over with.
I swear, there are times that I just cheat. That was one of them. One level 3 spell left, Gale.
May nature cloak me.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Keep low, strike hard.
Absolutely ridiculously fucked up. Wow, that was super effective, and they leveled. They leveled, or at least Gale did. Which should give them their spells back? Question mark? I think. Guess we'll find out. Banishment and Dimension Door, because that's always a good one to have. Warcaster. Yep, they're all just shy. Did that give... Nope, but it did give him another level 4 spell because that's another spell slot. Buzz.
None can withstand nature's wrath.
Maybe I should stay crouched forever.
These Japanese ladybugs are the absolute fucking worst.
I was trying.
Unless that was potentially just a legit actual spider crawling up my leg, but I'm gonna try to not think about that.
Yes, here.
Let us see the battle won.
Let's see what you're hiding.
Buffy's gonna do a hell of a lot of damage very, very shortly. Even more than she already does. We'll give her alert, because... Sure.
I am ready.
Knight to King 5.
I won't give in.
Buffy, can you get out of there? Really doesn't matter.
Oak Father, shield your servant.
Victory is assured.
I need, like, a Baldur's Gate wave survival mode.
Not a problem.
They throw everything they possibly can at me. Might be a little overkill, but
Nature shall be defended.
every once in a while you just have to Emperor Palpatine some things.
Survival is all that matters. Best be on my way.
Let's have some courage.
That is where I need it.
There's just something incredibly satisfying about using electricity to destroy fish things. I don't know if that makes me a bad person, but...
What shall it be?
Really? Well, that's shitty. He who likes ducks said nothing in battle. That's unfortunate. Glad that they fixed that. God, that'd be really frustrating. I really do think I'm gonna respec Halsin. At the very least into a different style of druid. He has that. Halsin's one of those that I've only used him. God, as sad as it is, I think I can count on one hand how many times I've used Halsin. Starian's getting respect too. It's time for all of your points to go back into dexterity.
Let's get going.
It's hard for me, I find, to adopt a different party if I've used the same one through most of the entire first act. Like, whoever I go through Act 1 with is usually who I then finish the game with. It is... rotating characters is nice. And especially with all the conversation things that happen that all of a sudden you get because they all have different things to say to each other. It's just the equipment switching and adopting a different play style, like, I don't know. I have my combat style, like, down to the point that it really works, and it's bizarre to change it.
Gone fishing. Catch you later, Ellis.
Lightning Jabber. A makeshift spear fashioned from a giant crab's claw and the charged imagination of Kua Toa fishfolk. On a hit, possibly shock your target, and launched at a target, deal an additional 1 to 4 lightning damage. Hey! I'll take it. Would have been more fun to have for this fight. Oh. That's a good policy. Make sure that anybody that has a story-related thing is gonna come. It doesn't feel right doing their story bits without them coming. Alright, and I believe that's everything from the fish folk. And that's honestly what I should do. Once you switch to a character, like if you have something that you like to run, just respect that character to mirror whatever it was that you were using the person for before. That's the mausoleum. Uotoa. Mason Guild's been done. So that leaves the toll house. Daddy! Daddy's streaming. Oh, okay. One of these days I'm going to get Minsk as soon as I roll into Baldur's Gate and then use him for all of Act 3. I really wonder who would be the most, or what the most unhinged but entertaining, like, cast of characters or group to have with you is. That was a fair chunk of combat. They're out of short rests. And Buffy's, yep, alright. Long rest. Next run I should do a sorcerer. Should walk me through how you think best to set it up. Lots to sell. Kind of. Some important things to sell. But not really lots. Who, if anybody, needs to chat? I should probably chat with Astarion just to check. The Bard's so much fun. I really enjoyed playing the Bard.
Oakfather preserve you.
Alright. He has nothing else to say.
Seems simple enough. Thirst in my heart.
It's hard to live without cutting words.
Hello, my sweet.
Although I still want the mod that would adopt Samuel L. Jackson's voice. Just yelling at people to go fuck themselves as they fail in combat.
I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of thy soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador.
We have other options. Better
Figuring out
options.
what's happening to us, confronting a god called the Absolute, and then finding time to kill my old master before he can control me once more? Yes, that's an option, but I wouldn't bet eternity on it.
Don't worry. You're gonna be fine. Promise you're gonna be fine. I feel like it depends on the character. And a lot of this stuff I feel just doesn't go away for me. Like, even if I've had the conversation.
Whatever shall it be?
Oh, we won't fuck with you at all.
Someone there?
I made my peace with it. A long time ago, I think I made my peace
Everything
with
is clear.
it. Buffy's going to get respect, as is Astarion. We will switch to Will, sell some things. The 6 different conversation options that are open. See, now I can't help it. Listen, they took your dad. Any idea where we'll find Duke Ravengard now that we've reached Moonrise?
Not in a mere prison cell, certainly. My guess,
Really?
Thorn will have confined him in the bowels of the tower. The deeper we dig,
Astarion's got a
the
really
closer
good
we
story.
get.
Like a really good one. You've talked about your father, but not your mother. Why is that?
Because there's nothing to tell. She died when I was born. As a boy, my bond with father was too deep to miss the mother I never had. Now, well, I'd be lying if I said I'd never thought about my mother. What life would have been like if she'd lived. Maybe I'd be living in the city. Maybe I'd never have been forced into this cursed pact. But there's no use lingering on maybes. My mind is on the stories of today and tomorrow, not those of yesterday.
Don't kill him next time. See, yeah, just don't kill him next time. He's too great to keep, or to let go. I get a kick out of when you let him bite you, and he actually goes so far that he kills you. You wake up the following morning, and your character is dead. And Astarion's line is like an almost sarcastic, "Oh no, something terrible has happened." Use the scroll to resurrect yourself, and then you can like slap Astarion. It was pretty great. What was it like being the son of a Grand Duke?
Not so enchanting as you think.
Great.
The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets.
You really have to make a
Father's the son
point
of
to
a
like
blacksmith,
let him do
born
it,
with
though.
barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist. Brave as Balduran, stubborn as a deep Rothay. Daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and a talent for courtly dance.
He had only been fed rats up until the point that he joins all of the, you and the party. And now you're the Blade of Frontiers. Quite a change, don't you think?
Yes and no. Father taught me the 4 pillars of power. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a duke. Vanquish evil, maintain order, save the world. But a duke makes bedfellows with more monsters than he slays. Father called it diplomacy. I called it hypocrisy. In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters, I don't consort with them. Even if I might look like one.
How does it feel to be a devil?
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
That was unsettling. That was really unsettling. I see the Blade of Frontiers. No more, no less.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns.
I'm with
the
you.
People will
I
see
do too.
A curiosity.
It
Maybe
works
even
for
a
him.
beast
Halsin's
hungry for their
outfit.
souls. But I will slay their monsters. Keep them safe. And one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
And Raphael, what do you make of him?
He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me.
Because he is the
kind
devil with the
with
silver
a
tongue.
hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes. Your thoughts on the devil?
Refuse him. No matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you, the cost will be too great.
Agree with that. Don't worry, I have no interest in a devil's deal.
That's because you still
Especially
have hope.
when he has the,
But when he becomes your last hope,
elixir of the
remember
Colossus,
this.
it's just fucking
He'll
ridiculous.
require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still.
Yeah.
You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
What do you think of the illicit potential in that the Dream Visitor spoke?
I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you take an illithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
We give him Ferengi ears instead of horns. You've seen how dangerous these absolute cultists are. We need the extra help. That's okay.
I appreciate where you're coming from, but these parasites are quite literally illithid weapons of war. And I'm not so certain they won't be turned against us upon consuming them.
Unknowable powers have a noble cost. Huh, Warlock, could you say that one more time and louder?
I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in.
Ready and willing.
Where am I needed?
Barefoot. Now you're even better at buying and selling things. Thank you. In front of Moonrise, I believe. And whose alchemy pouch is that? Halsin's. That is Halsin's alchemy pouch. And that is Halsin's camp supply bag. Quick save. Just to be on the safe, hopefully not crashing side. Oh, wait. That was not. And who's... Ara. Ah. That means vendors have just adjusted what they're selling again, I believe. I also don't understand why I have all of the backpacks. I never understand where all those come from.
The Absolute's war drums beat loud in your chest. How may I serve?
These prices are actually somewhat what, you know, they should be. I hate not using Karlach. Really do. I didn't even put these on anybody yet. Oops.
Slaughter we-
Ever at your service.
Two scrolls of Conjure Minor Elemental. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Dragon Slain. Out of lightning arrows. Good enough. Sorry to go through this all on stream. It's like the least entertaining thing ever.
An honor.
We're among friends.
Of many hearts.
Seen alleyways in Baldur's
Too dark to
Gate that
tell.
are plenty worse in their way.
If you're all right by Jaheira, you're all
All
right
right
by me.
Nope. 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 Tis sad and unfortunate. Oh well.
Take care now.
Respect Buffy. Then run through them again.
I can do better. I must.
Never
wanted the easy path.
Thou wilt.
Something's on my mind.
So, turfing.
Thy
Buffy has been
will,
good,
dost thou
like really
require
good.
A new ally. As thou
This is where we break. Now, I like to play Karlach as the monk because you're able to, oh, what the hell? You're able to use the soul coins. So you get just a little bit more out of it. So you dip into Rogue. And you get Rogue up to level 3 to dip into Thief, which gives you an additional bonus action. So Buffy's Flurry of Blows, which is her biggest like damage dealing hit, she now gets to do more than once.
I am not a skeleton. I am neither dead nor undead, neither alive nor unliving.
I don't get it.
Thou wilt.
I don't get it. I don't either. And then that goes up accordingly with the elixirs of Hill Giant and Cloud Strength.
You Graven God's still alive, you reckon? You better be, or I'm a dead man walking. Aren't we all? Not as long as we can put up a...
If you're all right by Jahira, you're all right by me.
There she goes.
It ain't pretty, but it can take a beating. It'll need to.
Need anything? I'll be here if you need it. I wouldn't have if not for the lantern bearer. To think the absolute grace is such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads.
Ever at your service.
Ooh, elixir of heroism.
An honor.
I cannot venture back with you. Now that I'm in a position to fight the curse. Thank you. What comes next?
Then the dreams came. My brothers have dreams too.
That's okay.
They're hero at heart.
You can just hang out at camp. That's fine.
The Absolute calls us.
I cannot venture back with you. Now that I'm in a position... Very well.
You know, it may actually be a decent idea to put the rest of the Shadow Cursed lands on hold and see to the rest of the Underdark. Still have a Beholder to fight after all.
Some. And you? Seems a perfect hunting ground for, you know.
Perhaps.
Perfect.
But at such an
You
accelerated
tried
rate.
drinking an Earth Elemental's blood.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
I discovered that you're not selling what I want you to sell. Discovered that.
We'll be clearing out soon enough. Empty-handed, of course.
Damn it. She's not selling a... Fuck. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
You're in down here. Dink, Valen, dink.
Nothing hurts anymore.
How can I help?
Fuck, I haven't done the Arcane Tower yet either.
With pleasure. Lead on.
Who should we take with for the Underdark? Zell, Shadowheart, Karlak. I don't think Karlak has been leveled once yet.
Sharp as ever.
Will, what kind of bard are you? College of Lore. You get cutting words, my friend. But I, yeah, can't use it like that. We could take Karlak with.
Father, they will die for you.
Oh, she has been leveled.
Wish I could say I was surprised about Cazador's pact. Where blood, death, and betrayal parade, you can bet your ass a devil is riding Grand Marshal. We're going to keep Astarion safe. On my life, Cazador won't touch him.
Got your second upgrade. How does it feel?
Like I got something back. Something I've wanted for a really long time. When I touched you, I felt like a real person. My heart was racing, but I didn't hurt you. I don't have to be afraid of myself anymore. I don't have to hold back. Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Dammon. Thanks to you. Thanks to fate. Me too, soldier. Gods, me too. For every knock we take, I feel like I get a little treat just to keep me going.
What about what Damon said? About how your engine won't survive in the material plane?
Ugh, I don't want to think about that now. Misery always overstays its welcome, and joy leaves too soon. I'll cry later, but not now.
What'll you do with your newfound freedom?
Touch! Touch everything! Touch everyone that'll let me. Shake hands, dance a waltz, maybe even kiss a face or two if I find a good candidate. The world's my funhouse. Copper for your thoughts?
Come on.
No room in your party. What should I do? Soldier.
I don't even remember what she is. Classic barbarian. Wild magic. Okay. God, everything is taking forever to load. Even though I really don't. That just sucks on her. Can do so much better by her. Why do I have all the Starians, sleight of hand things? That's the phrase I was looking for.
Don't burn yourself.
Gotta have more shit in the box for you. Not a whole lot, but a few things. That looked like a semi-decent helmet.
At least things have stayed interesting.
All right, I'll take it.
Just when I was getting used to the sky again.
Fear not, Karlak. Sun, moon, and stars will still be there, waiting for us.
Meanwhile, this place is pretty spectacular, isn't it?
No book or painting could ever do its strange beauty justice. But perhaps our stories might, when we return to the surface.
Alright, who has surprise, or alert, rather? Not Buffy.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Damn, it's good to be alive. Mine's never quiet.
None of them. Shit. Well, Buffy's got the elixir of vigilance.
Careful, I bite.
And so will Astarion. The two high dex characters.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Oh, she's not running with her elixir. She'll still do a really solid chunk of damage, just not the ridiculous immediate browbeating number that she usually does. I see you. Well, no fucking shit. The size of that eye. And the other eyes.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Maybe I should... No, this is good.
Closed its eye right there, was like, shit, this is gonna fucking hurt.
I missed this.
Lovely day, this. For now, let me work my magic. Very well. To new horizons.
No choice but to keep going.
This is no fun at all.
Oh, come on.
Well, well.
One of these runs I should abide by a rule that I cannot use the hide mechanic for anything. Who is the one that needs to wake up? Or which is the one? One of these people definitely attacks you. It's this bloke.
Reckon the wizard will be alright soon enough, now that creature's dead.
Nope, wasn't that one. That was the one. That's okay.
Shall we cut and run? Make it hurt.
Haven't been able to get a good picture to write anything about the alternative entrance to the Underdark.
I know he's a sucker for a smooth talker, but I admit, Astarion, you're pretty slick.
And you're rather the opposite of slick. Do you have a point?
I was just being nice.
Step one of starting a conversation, think before you speak.
Never was my strong suit.
You damned idiot.
You earned that. Nobody talks to my girl that way. Asshole.
I don't need any attention right now.
Keep your blade close.
Who the hell dug this out?
Let's prowl.
Oh god, that only lasts...
Ready or not. Something over there.
Oh, shit! Shit! Fuck!
Don't touch me.
I'll never make the mistake of ascending Astarion ever again.
Moving.
That initial thought of, ooh, cool. You know, Astarion can do blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no. Not worth it.
Subtle steps.
Yep. Right there with you. I still have that save. It was recoverable. Still haven't finished it. My very first game. Yeah, you don't get to say something like that to Karlach. I mean, you shouldn't say something like that to really anybody ever. That's just one of those things. But especially not Karlach. Actually, you know what, Astarion? We're not gonna give you Featherfall. You will be just fine. This one might hurt a little bit. Yep, that's what we got so many of these for.
What's that?
Alright, we're almost at time. So I think we'll grab the stuff from the courtyard out here and then call it right before I go in that door. Then we'll kick off the next session with the Wizard's Tower. Curse you and your vases. Go upstairs and hang out with Little Men and the wife. It's so hard not to stop when you hear him at the top of the stairs calling for Daddy. That's really hard. night. And here's where we will call it. Thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been a pleasure as always. Sunday at the very latest. We'll see you